Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me. There goes the notification. But I don't see the video. Okay, there it is. Good afternoon, good morning, good day. Okay, I'm just waiting. Okay, so you can hear me. Awesome. Now let me check with my YouTube peeps. Make sure you guys can hear me. I just had to reset our internet. It's been a little wonky today. My husband says that the construction crew is digging their way to China. They're building a new house, a couple houses over from us, and it looks like they're digging a very big hole. Okay, so I'm still waiting for someone on YouTube to let me know that you can hear me. My Facebook people can hear me. Hi, Harriet. So you guys can hear me on YouTube? Oh, good afternoon from Key West. I wish I was in Key West, but I will be very soon, in a few weeks. I need it. Oh, hi, Vicky. Okay, Carla says they can hear me, so everyone can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. This is Wednesday, January 19th, and I'm really sorry I had to miss Monday's live video. I shoveled our driveway when we had some snow this weekend. So on top of cutting for the bingo packets and then cutting all the designer series paper shares, I was simply completely wore out. I couldn't hardly walk or even talk. I was so tired. So I apologize. I try to not ever cancel that unless it's really important, but I really couldn't even function. So I'll try to not cancel anymore, except I do want to go ahead and give you guys an advance notice that there is a couple live events that I'm going to miss in February. So I will be missing February 9th is on a Wednesday, the 14th on a Monday, and the 16th. So I'll miss 3 in February, but I will try to make it up for you in other ways. I will try. Yes. Karen says the sound is breaking up. Is it really breaking? It's doing it again, isn't it? I wish I could tell y'all why. And there's not anything I can do on my end. So Stephanie has a good point. So those of you that are watching on Facebook, because that has been the common problem, the sound over on YouTube is working. So you guys, I'm going to give you the link to the video. Let me just copy that real quick. Let's see. Copy. So here's the link. Just follow this link and go over to YouTube, because the sound is perfect over on YouTube. And that leads me to a perfect thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about. I have my host code listed here first. We have a new host code as of January 16th. Chick Candy was just posted a couple of days ago, and that includes the Gnome Basket, Special Moment Stamp Set, Sunshine and Rainbows paper, and then a chick stand. So you get 1 entry for leaving a comment, and you get 2 entries for every $50 that you order from me between January 15th and 22nd. Oh, it looks like oh, that's 2022. Okay. Anyway, all the details are over on my blog. So the other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is subscribing to my blog posts, because I have no control over social media. I can't control Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, all Twitter, all those. I have no control. What I can control is my blog. And so you guys are always saying, I didn't know you were doing that. How did I miss it? I get that comment about, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a day, every single day. I didn't know you were doing that. The best way to keep track of everything I'm doing is subscribe to my blog post. And I'm going to show you really quick how to get there because it's super duper easy. If you're on your smartphone or tablet or any device, if you go to my blog and you scroll down till you find this box, and it's kind of at the bottom because it covers the blog post first. So right after the catalog, you'll see this subscribe. Put your email address in there, click subscribe, and then every time I have a blog post, you're going to get an email because my blog is my home. They can't take it away from me. Like social media doesn't affect my blog. So, and if you don't find it, let me know and I'll give it to you. Okay? Yeah, so Jean said that Facebook Lives always freezes for her. And I have found that my video is not available on Facebook the way it used to be to download to my computer. The blog is not my newsletter. So I have 2 different things that you can subscribe to on my website. This box right here, this one is just to get new posts. This is just my blog post. My newsletter is something completely different, and the sign up for that is up here at the very top. So no matter where you go, the sign up for my newsletter, well, I've already signed up, so now it's disappeared. It goes away after a short period. There it is, it's back. This is my newsletter, but down at the bottom is my blog post, and that's right there, okay? And it says, you'll receive notifications of new posts in your inbox. That way you won't miss anything. My newsletter I send once a week with a free tutorial and some information, but please subscribe to my blog. Yeah, it makes it so much better. Okay, so here's the really cute, fun card that we're making today. It's simple, but it's cute. It should make you smile. It says, collecting sweet thoughts of you, and you make my heart happy. Okay, so here's the supplies. Pamela says, can she buy a gnome bag? I'm sorry, I don't sell them. I make just enough for bingo, Chick Rewards, and Chick Candy. There's so many demonstrators in the world. I'm trying to find ways to keep my people with me. That's the honest truth. Yeah, I'm trying to be creative in how to keep my customers. And I'm no spring chicken. Okay, pool party, 4 1/4 by 11. Another piece that measures 3 3/8 by 4 1/2. And then we have a scallop circle that measures approximately 1 1/2. We have 2 pieces of basic white that measure 5 1/4 by 4. And then another piece that measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/8. And then a scrap for stamping. We're using the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper, and this measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So someone had a really good question the other day, and they asked, why was I not putting the measurements on the screen anymore? That's because most of my videos are now live, and I can't add measurements on the screen after the fact. The only way I can do it is if I were to download the video, edit the video, and then reload it with the measurements. But I'm giving you a really awesome, beautiful PDF that has all the measurements and pictures and the supply list. All you have to do is go over to my blog when it's ready. I always put the link straight to the blog post when the inspiration sheet is ready. I call it a printable now. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is actually stamp. And I got to close this because I want to be able to see y'all's comments as they scroll across. Okay, lots of people got their bingo packets. Yay. I love hearing it. I got to find my Facebook people again. Okay, there you guys are. So we're using the Catching Butterflies stamp set. This is in the Celebration catalog, along with the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. So 2 items. So I've got my images here. We're using Memento ink, and then we're going to be doing some coloring with our blends. So I'm going to start with her. She's going to go in the bottom left corner, And you want her to the far left so that you have room for your greeting and your butterflies. Let's put this over here. And then now the little cluster. Why did I close this? And then I'm going to stamp, let's see, this one right here. Oh, and another one. Hold on. The greeting. And then we're going to stamp this also. Lots of butterflies. So here's the blends that we're using today. Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, is that the name of that? Pool Party, and Smoky Slate. And all of these would be the light colors. No, it's not a Celebration Host set. It's just free with a $50 order. What page is it on? I've got my catalog right here. It's on page 6. I was going to use this one today, but we'll do that one next. Okay, I'm going to start with the daffodil. I'm concentrating so that I don't go out of the lines. I'm going to use the smaller one. And let's see, we're going to color this butterfly. And this one. Is that right? Yeah. I'm second guessing myself. So we're going to color all the big ones with daffodil. I had a couple emails about the Otters class. If you participated in that, I closed the code last week, ordered the product. We're just waiting for it to arrive, and then we will get it all cut and sent back out. I also sent an email on how to access the PDF. So if you did not get it, check your spam folder because it did contain a link in there. And sometimes that shoots my emails into the spam. I've told y'all this before, but sometimes when I email myself, it has gone into the spam. I'm like, wait a second, that's me. Computers, can't live with them, can't live without them. I think that's it on that one. Well, wait, we got to do her dress. I'm going to use the brush tip. That looks good. Petal Pink for her legs, her hands, her neck, and then her face and her ears. That looks good. And then the final step is we're just going to take the smoky slate and outline on the inside of the net. Now for the hardest part, it's not hard, but it is the hardest part, is we're going to fussy cut those little butterflies. You don't have to if you don't want to. You could stamp them, but they're not going to have the same look, okay? So this image is going to get cut out with this die. So we're using the Layering Circles dies. Whoops, sorry. I thought I had turned my notifications off. And I've already cut that out. So Layering Circles. Grr. And I went ahead and cut that out just to save a little bit of time today. And I don't want to lift that machine. David walked past me earlier today and touched my shoulder. And I'm like, dude, don't touch the shoulders. They hurt. He's like, sorry. Well, I've already kind of butchered this. But the good thing is that these butterflies are going to get attached to the white cardstock. So it you can't really see if you don't cut them perfect because it's on top of white. Like if we were putting it on top of another color, you could see where maybe we didn't fussy cut it real well. But this is going, the white's behind it, so it's not noticeable. I probably should have cut one of these off camera, but you save some time not die cutting. So I have to tell y'all, I always end up talking about crazy things, but last year my endocrinologist quit. Smack dab in the middle of, was it last year or year before last? Anyway, she quit. And then now we just got notification that my regular doctor that I have gone to for years and years and years and years, and I absolutely love her, she is quitting. I am doctorless. I'm like, I don't even know what to do because like everybody that I know, the doctors they have, they're not seeing new patients. It's like, holy smokes, I'm doctorless. It's kind of scary. What made me think of that? Because a number came up that was a local number. And for some reason, I always think it's going to be my doctor's. It's either my doctor or my dentist because the phone don't hardly ring with local people much anymore. Everybody does text messaging and email. And I think that's something that I think my goal for this year is to talk to more people versus texting, because I feel like between COVID and our smartphones, we're not interacting with people very much. I know that I'm certainly not. I've been placing customer orders over the phone lately because the website's been so wonky, and it's really nice talking to people. And if I've talked your ear off, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I do that when you go days. Like David left for the lake house on Friday and didn't come home till Monday, so I didn't see another living soul for 4 days. So yeah, if anybody called me, I probably talked their ears off. Okay, now we will attach these butterflies in just a minute. Let's go ahead and add our greeting. In fact, when he came home yesterday, he said, when exactly was the last time you washed? That wasn't yesterday, that was Monday. When he came home, he said, when exactly was the last time you washed your hair? And I was like, dude, you're just gonna have to get me a calendar, and I'm gonna have to start making a notch on it when I've washed my hair. I take a bath every night for my achy body, so I relax in the hot tub. So I I don't wash my hair as often as I should. Okay, I'm gonna score this at 5.5. I know that was probably too much information. When you have long hair, you're not supposed to wash it every day. So I wear it down for about 3 days. And I use dry shampoo. And surely to goodness dry shampoo works, right? They sure sell a lot of it. So I use dry shampoo starting on day 3. And then I just keep using it. But he's like, you don't remember when? I'm like, can't even tell you what I ate yesterday. How could I tell you when I washed my hair last? Okay, what else can I tell y'all? I don't know. It's restaurant week in Kansas City, but we haven't gone to any. Last year we went to a bunch. Okay. I'm feeling like I've messed up, but I haven't. So this is going to go on top of that. Oh, what happened? Jamie says she washes hers every 3 to 4 days. Okay, I will look back and see what someone said. Someone said something. I'll make sure I read the comments before I sign off. Megan says she talks her cat's ears off. You know what? Miss Bella could probably say the same thing. In fact, God bless her. The other night, I was working so long on cutting paper shares, and she was ready to go to bed, and she just kept begging and begging. And I could not go to bed with not being finished. Well, turns out I had one of my tables collapse, one of the legs collapsed, and a bunch of stuff just went rolling into the floor. And I was like, okay, that's God's sign. I'm supposed to go to bed now. But she was in the picture that I posted on my blog yesterday. I don't know if anybody saw that. I don't think anybody commented about Bella being in the picture. But yeah, she was so ready. She likes to sleep. In fact, if it's in the middle of the day and I walk to our bedroom to get something, she'll come running because she thinks it's nap time. I have not taken a nap in probably 3 weeks, but I need to start back. Okay. Hopefully I get this one straight. I don't know if y'all noticed. Nope, it's crooked. There we go. The one I made earlier, it's crooked, but it's okay. It's handmade. Okay, now let's get one more row. I don't know where I put that greeting. Here it is. So we're going to stamp, "You make my heart happy." That's actually a term that I do say. I do say that things make my heart happy. I'll probably keep this stamp forever, since that's something that I do actually say. So that's going to go on the inside. Oh, goodness. Now, we're going to add our butterflies and our greeting and our embellishments. This time we're using the In Color Jewels. And I need my Take Your Pick tool and some mini dimensionals. Do I have any left on this sheet? Barely. And I'm also going to use mini glue dots. Let's see. There's that one. So for the one on the net, I'm going to use a dimensional and pop that one up a little higher than the rest. Okay. These down here, I'm going to take a glue dot and wad it up, make it smaller, and then bring the wings up. smush it. There we go. Same thing for this one. Bring the wings up. And now for our embellishment. And I'm going to say, what color is this? What is this? Whatever this end color is. So one here and one here. You could use, now we need to add our greeting before I add this next one. So let's pop that up. Well, ideally I'd use a regular dimensional. I'm just going to use 2 minis since they're sitting here. If I remember correctly, I think I added the greeting before. Now see, look, I didn't stamp her far enough over to the left. Remember when I said she needed to be farther over? I'm cutting it close there, so I'm going to add the embellishment there for this one. Let's compare the two. Yeah, so her foot needs to be over here. This is the best one. And I popped up the greeting on the inside. So make sure her leg is kicking out. Diane had a question about my bingo packets. When I have bingo, I do a class as well. So we will play bingo first, and then, and I think the best way to explain the bingo events is to actually send you to my blog. And on my blog post, it has the video for bingo and it has the video for both of the classes. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to post it right here on YouTube. So there's the link to my Valentine bingo event that we just had. If you go to that blog post, you'll see. If you watch the videos, it's because it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Thank you, guys. I love this set. Let me grab it again and show you guys the page and the celebration. Yeah. Judy said the same thing. Seeing the bingo is the best way to understand it. It's really easy. It's really fun. It sounds complicated, but it's not. It's really simple. Yeah. Okay, I'm just scrolling through now and looking for questions. Yes, the inside of the card says you make my heart happy. Judy says that her hair is the longest it's ever been. You know what? My hair is the longest it's ever been since I was probably a child. Like, yeah, I had really long hair growing up. And it's so easy now to just put it in a ponytail and then wrap it around and make it a bun, a messy bun. It's so nice. Like, people don't understand when you have long hair, you don't have to wash it every day and you get to put it in a bun, which makes it really easy. So Jennifer says, try the Head Candy dry shampoo. I have several lines I really like. Yeah, I'll have to try that one too. Key West, I will be there the first week of February. How close to Kansas City? About 20 minutes. Yeah, we're just south of Kansas City. In fact, my daughter went to college the first time in Kansas City. Okay. if you live in the Kansas City area and you have a good doctor you want to recommend, I absolutely would love their name. Um, yeah. Okay, so the measurements, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I will copy and paste those measurements right into the comment section because I have them on my screen. That's why I love having my desktop computer now, right here on my creation station. Okay, let me go back over to YouTube really quick and see if there's any questions over there that I missed. Let's see. Thank you for the hearts. I love it. I answered that question. The name of the paper was Sunshine and Rainbows, and it's on page, it's actually the otters and the paper. So Sunshine and Rainbows papers on page 8, and then the otters is on page 11. These two items are my most favorite, but, well, I say that, but then, you know, last week I used the Friendly Hello, and I absolutely love that too. So a few people have said this is not, that they haven't liked anything in this, and I'm like, are you sure? Because even this one, like, this one at first when I saw it, I kind of sort of laughed, but if you look at this sample right here, that's actually a nice card, but I don't know where that sending all the hugs is from. Where's that from? I'm not sure. Maybe it's in this one, is it? No, I don't think so. I'll have to look on the supply list. Someone wants to know about the chick stand. Yes, I sell them over on my website. It's just a paper piercer or a take your pick tool. If you use your take your pick tool with it, in the old days when we just had the paper piercer, you could just keep poking it anywhere. I would just like, because this is so big, just make one hole and just always put it back in the same spot. And then I also use it as a spool for my linen thread. So yeah. And this is just sitting on top of a needle. So yeah, makes a great spool. I sell them over on my blog, and I will give you the link to them when I sign off. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, the chick stand. I've been selling these for a long time. Jennifer, I love a lot in the catalog too. Yep. I think that sometimes people just need to see ideas, and then it changes your mind, right? You're very welcome. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention the Valentine treat class. I have some extra packets available if anyone wants them. Yeah, so I think I have 5 or 6 class packets ready, and they're ready to go out the door. So if you missed out on getting that class packet, I do have some left over, and it's over on my website. Well, I thought I just clicked paste, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. I lost the comments. Where did y'all go? Huh. Oh, well. Okay. I'm going to sign off. Oh, Cliffy, someone else just said that to me this very weekend. Someone ordered them last week. Sorry, I can't remember your name if you're watching. Someone said they don't know why they waited so long to order one. They'd wanted one forever, and now they're like, why did I wait so long? My husband and I were talking about it because I'm like, it really does solve the problem of it keeps your paper piercer upright where you can always find it. I use this thing so much. It really does solve a problem. It really keeps your paper piercer or your take your pick tool right there handy for you. Marilyn, I have not set the date yet for the next bingo. It's going to be late February or early March. I've just got to we're having some work done on our house, even though it's new. They're having to replace some flooring, and we're waiting for them to give us the date of when the floor is going to be in. They were supposed to come, well, they did come, but then they didn't have enough supplies. So now we're waiting again. I know that's like that's a long explanation, but yeah, we're just waiting to figure out when they're going to replace the floor, because that's going to affect everything. Teresa said, did I get the brushed butterflies? I did, and I have used them in a sample. But I'm trying to figure out if I use them for my stamping tutorials or a newsletter project, or I will. Where did you leave the comment? You left it on YouTube. I have a hard time answering you on YouTube. If you'll send me an email, what I know I use them because I explained that they're flat. So, you know, like the jewels, the gems, whatever, the rhinestones, they pop up a little. The brushed butterflies are flat. I normally have a bunch of samples around me, but I've been trying to keep my area cleaned up a little bit better with so much going on. Okay, so my next live event is Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and thank you so much for being here. See you later.